Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth, success, and happiness with ease, while others live in an endless cycle of hardship? The answer lies not in effort or luck alone, but in mindset. What you focus on grows. Your thoughts have a direct impact on your reality, shaping your emotions, actions, and, consequently, your results. If you feel stuck in negative patterns, with no progress in your financial, emotional, or even relationship life, the good news is that this can change, and the change begins within your mind. From now on, you will understand how your thoughts influence your reality and how you can reprogram your mind to attract what you truly desire. Get ready for a deep dive into the power of mindset and discover how to transform your life once and for all. Many people believe that a lack of money is the only obstacle to wealth, but the truth is that scarcity manifests itself in many areas of life. Unstable relationships, neglected health, and uncontrolled emotions are also signs of poverty. True wealth is not just about numbers in your bank account. It involves balance and progress in all areas. If your mindset is focused on what you lack, that lack expands. The problem is that, often, your focus is in the wrong place. Those who focus only on debts, frustrations, and limitations end up reinforcing exactly what they want to avoid. The mind is like a radar. It seeks out what you believe in and focuses on it. To generate wealth, you need to train your brain to see opportunities, not obstacles. After all, if you always think small, how can you expect to achieve something big? What you focus on expands. It seems simple, but this is one of the most powerful rules of the mind. When you direct your attention to your goals, your actions naturally begin to align with what you want to achieve. Successful people are not luckier. They have simply learned to put energy into what really matters. If you want to transform your life, you need to train your mind to focus on what you want, and not on what you fear. The opposite is also true if your focus is on fear, scarcity, or problems. These things end up multiplying. Think of someone who is always complaining about not having money. That person will have a hard time attracting wealth, because their mindset is tuned to scarcity. Instead, try focusing on solutions, opportunities, and what you can do now to change your reality. Small adjustments in focus create big changes in the long run. If I say, don't think about a pink elephant, what's the first image that comes to mind? Exactly, a pink elephant. This happens because the brain processes images and concepts, ignoring denial. Likewise, when you think, I don't want to be in debt anymore, your mind only sees debt, reinforcing this pattern. The secret is to reframe your thoughts to focus on what you really want. I want financial prosperity. This same principle applies to all areas of life. Those who keep saying, I don't want to fail, keep their focus on failure, creating insecurity and self-sabotage. Instead, try replacing it with, I want to be successful and learn from each challenge. Training your mind to visualize the positive transforms your behavior and attracts new possibilities. After all, your reality is a direct reflection of your thoughts. The brain doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination. If you close your eyes and visualize holding a lemon, smelling it, and biting into it, your mouth will start to salivate as if it were actually happening. This shows how your mind reacts to mental images. When you imagine success, confidence, and prosperity, your body responds with emotions and actions that bring you closer to those results. On the other hand, if your mind is filled with fear, worry, and insecurity, your body responds with tension and anxiety. This affects your behavior and the decisions you make. Those who believe that it is difficult to earn money act hesitantly and miss opportunities. On the other hand, those who visualize wealth and growth develop behaviors that lead to that. Your external world is a direct reflection of what is happening inside you. To build wealth, a change of focus is essential. Instead of wasting energy thinking about what you don't want, debt, hardship, and scarcity, direct your attention to what you want to achieve. This means clearly visualizing the life you want to have, feeling as if you are already living that reality, and acting in accordance with that vision. When you change your focus, you start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. Creating positive mental images is not just a trick of the mind. but a powerful way to program your subconscious for success. If you see yourself as someone prosperous every day, making wise decisions and taking advantage of good opportunities, your brain starts working to make this vision real. This is the first step to attracting the results you so desire. After all, if you can't imagine your success, how do you expect to achieve it? Knowing what you want is the first step to any achievement. It seems obvious, but many people spend years focused on what they don't want, without clarity about their true goals. If you want wealth, ask yourself, what exactly does this mean for me? Having a well-defined goal allows your brain to look for ways to achieve it. The more specific your goal is, the easier it will be to draw up a plan to achieve it. And it's not enough to just think about it. Write it down. Putting your goals on paper increases your commitment and activates your subconscious to take action. List the steps necessary to get there and always keep this plan visible. Small daily adjustments in the right direction make all the difference. Action aligned with thought creates the necessary movement to transform your reality. Now that you have clarity, the next step is consistent practice. Success does not happen overnight. It is the result of small, consistent actions over time. Creating wealth requires discipline and daily commitment to habits that drive your growth. Just as an athlete trains every day to improve his performance, you need to exercise your mind and actions to achieve your goals. Daily practice turns desires into concrete results. One of the most effective ways to accelerate this process is modeling. Study people who have already achieved what you want and observe their behaviors, habits, and mindset. What do they do differently? How do they make decisions? What books do they read? Success leaves clues, and following them can shorten your path. The question is not whether you will achieve it, but whether you are willing to take action every day to get there. Most people believe that getting rich is just a matter of finding the right strategy, but the truth is that 80% of wealth comes from mindset and only 20% from execution. Without a mindset that is prepared for success, any financial technique will be useless. You can learn how to invest, start a business, or save money, but if you don't believe you can do it, you'll sabotage your own progress. The Pareto rule proves this. 20 actions generate 80 results. In other words, what really makes a difference is not how hard you work, but how you think and act. Building mental and emotional assets, such as self-confidence, discipline, and resilience, has a greater impact than any magic formula for getting rich. When your mind is aligned with abundance, the right opportunities start to appear. Not all actions have the same impact. We often spend energy on tasks that keep us busy but don't bring us closer to wealth. The secret is to identify the 20 activities that really make a difference and focus on them. In the financial world, this can mean educating yourself about investing, organizing your money, and creating sources of passive income instead of just working more hours. Financial organization is an essential first step. If you don't know where your money is going, you'll have a hard time accumulating it. Creating a plan, eliminating waste, and investing strategically are habits that multiply your results. Small adjustments can generate huge transformations. What can you change today to start building your financial freedom? If you want to change your life, you need to change the way you think. Whenever you notice your mind focusing on what you don't want, debts, problems, frustrations, make an immediate adjustment. Ask yourself, what do I really want instead? This simple change in perspective can transform your energy and make room for solutions that previously went unnoticed. Your reality begins the moment you decide to focus on the positive. Training your mind to see possibilities instead of obstacles is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. Instead of saying, I don't want any more financial problems, try saying, I want stability and prosperity. Small changes in language and thinking reprogram your subconscious to attract exactly what you want. What do you choose to feed into your mind every day? Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for changing your mindset and attracting abundance. When you learn to be grateful for what you already have, your energy changes, and the universe responds with more reasons to be thankful. People who are always complaining only reinforce what they don't want, while those who focus on the positive side of life create a cycle of prosperity. The secret is not to wait until you have everything to be grateful, but to be grateful to attract everything you want. This even applies to challenges. See each mistake as a learning experience and each obstacle as a step towards your growth. If something didn't go as expected, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of complaining, use gratitude as a lever to evolve. When you learn to be grateful, even for difficult moments, you realize that everything happens for your development. Failure can be your greatest enemy or your best teacher. It all depends on how you choose to react. Many people see failure as a sign of inability and fill themselves with guilt, which paralyzes them. But those who see failure as a learning experience are able to quickly get back on their feet and continue evolving. The difference between success and stagnation lies in how you interpret challenges. When something goes wrong, you can judge and punish yourself, or you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This simple shift in mindset turns any situation into an opportunity for growth. Great winners don't avoid mistakes. They learn from each one and adjust their course. Life will always bring challenges, but it's up to you to decide whether they will be burdens or stepping stones to your success. Forgiveness is not a favor to others, but a gift to yourself. Holding on to hurts and resentments is like holding on to an unnecessary weight, draining your energy and impeding your progress. To free yourself, practice 4 forms of forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes, forgiving others to release anger, feeling forgiven to ease guilt, and forgiving situations that were out of your control. This process doesn't mean justifying what happened, but choosing to move forward without carrying the emotional burden. Each time you forgive, you make room for new opportunities and a lighter future. Forgiveness doesn't change the past, but it does transform your present and create a more prosperous path. After all, how can you build a new life if you're still stuck in the pain of what's already happened? Guilt is like an emotional quagmire. The deeper you sink into it, the harder it becomes to move forward. Many people carry feelings of guilt for past mistakes, believing that they don't deserve success or happiness. This invisible weight undermines your self-esteem and creates a cycle of self-sabotage. If you don't feel worthy of something better, you will unconsciously push away any opportunity for growth. The first step to freeing yourself from guilt is to recognize that making mistakes is part of learning. No one evolves without stumbling. Instead of punishing yourself, use each mistake as an impetus to improve. Change the question, why did I do that? To, what can I learn from this? When you transform guilt into growth, your self-image strengthens and life begins to flow with more ease and confidence. Success begins with the way you see yourself. If you don't believe in your own worth, how do you expect the world to recognize it? Self-love is not selfishness. It is the basis for any achievement. Looking at yourself in the mirror with respect and gratitude for who you are strengthens your self-esteem and creates a mindset of deservingness. When you value yourself, your actions reflect this confidence and the universe responds accordingly. Celebrate your small victories, recognize your progress, and stop comparing yourself to others. Each person has their own time and journey. The more you respect and honor yourself, the closer you get to the right opportunities. True wealth does not begin in the bank account, but within you. When you feel worthy, you make room to receive everything that life has to offer. Have you allowed yourself to see your own greatness today? The change you seek begins within your mind. Everything you attract into your life is a reflection of the way you think, feel, and act. Now that you understand the power of focus, gratitude, forgiveness, and the wealth mindset, the question that remains is, what will you do with this knowledge? What are you willing to change today to transform your reality? Action is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Choose to apply these strategies in your daily life. Observe how your mindset impacts your life and make conscious decisions for your growth. If this content made sense to you, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to receive more insights on transformation and prosperity. Your new life starts now.